What's up there, Flyers Nations? Yeah, it's been a long time since I made a Flyers video. Uh, um, Typically, nothing has changed much for the Flyers since I did my last video. Um, they just went from bad to worst. Um, but yeah, I've been. It's been a while since I did my last video. I've been extremely busy. Also, around the holidays, and I was feeling under the weather. So, excuse me. So, but with that being said, I'm going to try to break this down to you. The Flyers, they, the, you know, I had, I actually had high hopes for the Flyers this year, but Carter Hart really isn't the problem as a goalie. Um, and Matt Jones has been doing fine as a goal. I'm sorry, Martin Jones has been doing Martin Jones has been doing fine as a goaltender for the Flyers. But you know with injuries, with injuries taking its toll, I with with Kevin Hayes getting hurt, he was back in the lineup the other night against the Rangers. But Ryan Ellis will be out for quite a while. And also and on the other hand, the Flyers couldn't beat anyone on the road like like Tampa like the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Florida Panthers, the New Jersey Devils, and the New York Rangers. And so the Flyers, they just couldn't beat anyone on the road, and they got their asses handed to them at home on Black Friday against Carolina Hurricanes. And so the Flyers lost 7 out of 8, if I remember correctly, and 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 the Flyers only won 5 out of 50 on the power play. The Flyers' power play has been totally garbage. And, it the Flyers' power play has been total garbage. It's it's been it's been atrocious. And and do I think Aline Vigneault, the Flyers head coach, do I think he should be fired? Well, I'm not ready to write him off yet. I'll still give him another chance, but if the Flyers continue to go into this direction that they're going, then I say fire him. And I would say I would say then if the Flyers keep continuing to go into the direction where the Flyers are going to, I think Aline Vigneault will be relieved from his duties by the end of the year, especially if they don't make the playoffs. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Flyers don't make the playoffs again this year. You know, for the first time in almost 30 years. But I think like 28 years to be exact, since 1994. But you know, they're not even trying. They keep spending their time in their own zone. And I under you know I under you know Yeah, the Flyers do have the Flyers do have a tough schedule right now, but that's still no excuse for losing like that. You know, when the Flyers lose, they lose big, and I knew damn right well the Flyers were going to lose to the Rangers the other night. I suspected the Flyers would lose like 7-2 against the Rangers, but I came pretty close. It was 4-1 the final score, and you know and the Flyers were supposed to play against the New York Islanders at home a few nights ago, but that got postponed due to COVID on the Islanders' part, and the Islanders are doing worse right now than the Flyers are. But I mean, can the Flyers come back? Could the Flyers climb back up? I don't know. We'll see. But it's here we are as Philadelphia Flyers fans complaining that we haven't won championships. Well, it is true that the Flyers haven't won the Stanley Cup since in 46 years. But I think it's going to be a long time for the Flyers for them to win the Stanley Cup again. And if you want an answer, who's going to be in the Stanley Cup Finals this year for 2022? I think it's going to be the Minnesota Wild versus the Washington Capitals for the Stanley Cup Finals. But I had to make this video at some point because look, whether you have a winning streak or a losing streak, I said this before, and I'll say it again. The Flyers could lose 50 games in a row, and I'll still be here to watch them. That's part of being a real. That's part of being a real Flyers fan. And if the Flyers are able to win 25, 50 games in a row, that's great too. Okay. But it's the same old story again for the Flyers. I mean, but it's just been it's just been one thing. It's just been one error after another. But I we've the problem is that nobody else is stepping up for the Flyers. They're they keep spending their time keeping their puck into their own zone, and then somebody scores on you, like Carolina, Tampa Bay, whatever. It's just been and the power play has. We all know that the power play has been totally garbage, and the Flyers continue their tough schedule ahead of them. They play the Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow, and then the Colorado Avalanche on Monday. So we shall see. I've said this to you before that the Flyers the Flyers will be fun again to watch. Okay. Hopefully they'll start winning games again, but I don't have a crystal ball in front of me, so I couldn't tell you when they'll be good again. But but hey, look, I watch every game of the Flyers, win or lose. Okay, yes, the Flyers haven't won in the shootout either, but not everybody likes the shootouts, but the way I look at it, they at least they get a point when they lose in the shootout or overtime. But regulation, you gain nothing when you when you when you lose in regulation. But You know, you know with with McEwen, he's been pretty good. And then you bring up Morgan Frost. He did score the other night, and the other day Chuck Fletcher had a press conference, and you know he's he's actually I don't want him to turn into another Ron Hextall, but he's actually patient in this game. But you got to put your foot down at some point. If Ed Snyder was still alive, he'd be telling all the players to get your heads out of your asses, and that's what Ed Snyder would say to all the players, and shake all the Flyers players up right now, and GMs too. But God rest his soul to Mr. Ed Snyder. But you know, I still wish he was still alive, and he's probably rolling his grave right now, seeing what the Flyers are doing. But look, look, I just want to say thanks as always for taking the time to watch my Flyers videos. Um, I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving last week, and Black Friday, and we are underway in this holiday rush. We're in exactly 3 weeks away until Christmas Day. 4 weeks away until the new year of 2022. My goodness, 2021 has been flying by this year. But 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 all right. Well, you take care now, and you know we just want to see the Flyers get better. But I mean, we'll just have to see. All right, everybody, take care, and I'll see you in my next Flyers video. Take care. Bye bye.